Hi again. January 7th, 2017, 3:55, I think it says, p.m. I let my frustration hijack my last journal entry. Um, Report overall health and the supplements I took and what effects they've had so far. Okay, and these are from the Cusack Protocol. And that's spelled Cusack. Developed by Deborah Cusack and her daughter. I want to thank you, Deborah, for that, and your daughter. Overall health. Before I started any of the protocol, I was already suffering with a sinus infection, blowing a little bit of blood out when I blew my nose. It's worse right now. It was this morning and a little while ago. But sinuses have always been a problem for me. I've had sinus surgery, and I have a deviated septum, and I had in my sinuses polyps. When they did the sinus surgery, they had to take polyps out. He said he hadn't seen the ear, nose, and throat doctor that did my surgery. Said he'd never seen anything like it. Now he has. I'm still trying to get comfortable in front of a camera because I'm used to being behind one, not in front of one. Okay. Yesterday. Kefir is a fermented dairy product. I'm not allergic to dairy that I'm aware of. According to my allergy testing, I wasn't. And I usually can have it no problem. Milk, anyway. Fresh milk, organic. But kefir is a fermented drink, and Marcel doesn't like fermentation. So, between that, not enough sleep, not near enough. I only had like 2 hours the night prior, so I was really running on empty yesterday. I took 1/8 of a teaspoon, maybe a tiny bit more, or was that a 1/4 teaspoon? I guess it was about a 1/4 teaspoon, maybe a little bit more, yesterday of DE when it arrived. Let's see, what did I have yesterday? I had the kefir, the Lifeway kefir, because the stuff I have making is not ready. Or wasn't then anyway. I'm getting ready to, if I can get some energy, gonna try to strain out what I made. But anyway, I had some of the blueberry kefir from Lifeway, 1 serving. There's 4 servings in one of the little jugs of them. I had that yesterday, so that was one thing that was, see, my mast cells were already almost overflowing anyway. I had that. I had, what else did I eat? Oh, for dinner, I had my carrots, which can be iffy sometimes. I had Brussels sprouts, Brussels sprouts particular are a staple of my dinner diet, because it's one of the few things I can eat that doesn't add to the histamine pool. And I had beef that didn't get put in the freezer right away. Sat in the fridge for almost 2 days before it got packed up and part of it put in the freezer, and then a portion of it was cut off of that steak that I made my dinner with last night. Then I added soul food seasoning, which has pepper in it. And we're talking of the pepper family, the like green peppers, chili peppers, that sort of thing, which is a nightshade family item. And mast cell patients that's another problem. Besides fermented things, they are allergic to nightshades. Nightshades are a no-no. And so some of the seasonings I put on the steak was a mistake. And the steak itself was a mistake. And I stayed up really late after only having a couple hours of sleep the night before and just overdid it. Really overdid it. So, that I wanted to report the DE I did yesterday. Like I said, when I took it, it was a little bit just kind of a fine powder, gritty, really fine, super fine in your mouth when you drink it down. And then, of course, I drank a lot of water after that, but not enough because I was already dehydrated. So that added to the histamine pool and ended up turning into a nightmare last night or early this morning. I had some bumps coming up on the inside of my mouth, which was an allergic reaction, probably to the kefir, is my guess. That's probably what the reaction was from. But those bumps have gone down. And I don't know if it's because of the huge amounts of Benadryl and stuff I had to take last night because of the anaphylaxis I started spiraling into last night. But the bumps on the inside of my mouth are pretty much gone. And then still my lips are chapped and burnt. I feel like I'm sunburnt all over, but that was just probably from the kefir is my guess. So what I'm going to do is plus I had tried to come off too many I had come off omeprazole. I had backed off on my Benadryl. And I probably shouldn't have done that. I should have. And my sodium cromolyn, I had backed off all 3 of those. So I'm back on those until my system calms down. I'm going to continue with just the DE and use the kefir for let my son have what I've made so far and get my system to calm down. Then I'll very slowly, a lot less of it, less than a serving, like an 1/8 of a serving or something, once my system's calmed down. I'm going to continue with the DE, especially since I have a sinus infection. I'm hoping that'll help that. And I'm going to use, it's like a neti pot, but it's a like squeeze bottle, so it pushes the sinus solution, the saline solution, back up into your sinuses better to rinse them out better. So, in other words, it has a little more pressure and force and helps rinse them out better. I'm going to do that along with the DE. Hopefully that'll get me over the sinus thing. The sinus thing started before I ever did the kefir or anything else, so it's not the protocol causing that. Other than that, that's and I'm gonna be good and not stay up late tonight and go to bed at a decent hour. I'm actually tired right now. I could probably go to sleep for hours right now even. But I've got to get that kefir strained that I have going and get it on its second ferment. And I'm trying to capture grains from it. I was told that I wouldn't be able to make kefir grains from the Lifeway, but I'm still going to strain it and see. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'll just have to buy the grains online, and they're not terribly expensive. You can get them on eBay and stuff, so there's a lot of ways to source them. Anyway, oh, I'm so tired. So that's what I have to report. Just general body aches, still a little cold. Well, I swing back and forth from being way too hot to way too cold. I haven't had anybody look at my back, but I think my back probably has some hives. Yesterday I felt like it did, and it still does today. Anyway, so that's what I'm reporting. I'm going to stay on the pharmaceutical stuff for a little while, get my body to settle down, and stay on the DE, and then try to add the kefir back in. Kefir. Anyway, that's my report. No rants this time.